Good morning, team. Justin here. Hope you're having a really good day today. When you look at the Chase website, there's a whole bunch of different cards. Chase Sapphire Preferred, Chase Sapphire Reserve, then you got the Freedom Unlimited and the Freedom Flex, and then the Chase Ink this and the Chase Ink that. So it can be a little bit daunting and confusing for people just getting started with credit cards. So in this video, we're going to go over all the different Chase cards that earn ultimate reward points. Kind of go over order that you'd be able to get them and how they complement each other, and if one card kind of has the same benefits as the other. If you're new to the channel, I'm Justin and I like talking about credit cards and reward points to get the most out of life. If you like credit cards and you like reward points, you should give this video a thumbs up and you should subscribe to the channel. The Chase card ecosystem with Ultimate Rewards is a very popular program. It's one of the most popular programs out there for people in the credit card game. It's because they have good sign-up bonuses and good multipliers on their cards. The Ultimate Reward points that these cards earn can be used to do a lot of good things. You could do cash back, you can purchase travel through the travel portal, or you could send your points out to a bunch of different transfer partners and get really cool experiences doing that with high-end hotels or first-class airline tickets. When we look at all these cards, we just can't get all these cards at the same time. We kind of have to space it out and be a bit strategic about it. And there's a rule that we need to be aware of. It's called the 524 rule. This means that you're only eligible to get 5 different credit cards in 24 months. And after that, Chase will see this, and if you're above your 524, you're going to get automatically denied for new credit cards by Chase. You'll still be eligible to get cards from other issuers, but it'll just be Chase will shut you down. Now for the beginners, technically there are 2 beginner cards, and they're both very similar, and even though they're beginner cards with no annual fee, they're still very good. This is the Chase Freedom Unlimited and the Chase Freedom Flex. These are called cash back cards, but you will earn your points in the form of ultimate rewards. One of the best things about these cards is that they have a sign-up bonus, and it's a pretty good sign-up bonus. You're going to earn $200 cash back after spending only $500 on the card in the first 3 months. And both the Freedom Flex and the Freedom Unlimited have this sign-up bonus. They also have a special bonus category on the sign-up bonus where you earn 5 points back on special categories. And right now that's grocery stores. So you're going to earn 5x back on grocery stores for the first $12,000 in spend on the card in the first year. And this occasionally changes. They just recently switched it to grocery stores. Before that, it was gas stations. And I think before that, it was grocery stores again. Then they're going to earn 5x on any travel purchased through the Chase travel portal. You're going to earn 3x on dining and 3x at drugstores. There are a few little differences between the cards. The Freedom Flex is going to offer 5 points back on these rotating quarterly categories. So for every 3 months in the year, you're going to get 5x back up to $1,500 in spend. And for the fourth quarter of this year, it's Walmart and PayPal. But they also have categories like 5x on gas stations, Amazon, eBay, and grocery stores. Then you have the Chase Freedom Unlimited, where this card, it's a little more simple than the Freedom Flex, but you're going to earn 1.5x back on everything, and that's why it's called Unlimited. So the way these 2 cards complement each other is you would use your Freedom Flex on whatever category is earning 5x at, and then once you run out of spend on that category, your $1,500, then you'd switch over to the Freedom Unlimited, so you'd be getting a minimum of 1.5x on all your spending with these 2 cards. And they are separate products, so you would be eligible for both of them and get the sign-up bonus for both. Both cards are really good and they give you a good way to rack up a bunch of ultimate reward points, but they are lacking in the key feature of being able to send your points out to the transfer partners. That's why you need a premium card like the Chase Sapphire Preferred or the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Chase Sapphire Preferred is one of the most popular travel credit cards out there. It comes with an annual fee of $95. Has a sign-up bonus of 60,000 ultimate reward points after spending $4,000 in the first 3 months. Cards are going to earn 5x on any travel purchase through the travel portal, 3x on dining, 3x on online groceries, 3x select streaming, 2x on travel, and 1x on everything else. Also comes with a $50 statement credit that can be used at hotels booked through the travel portal, and that offsets the annual fee to only $45. Also comes with a good feature that we can redeem our points through the travel portal at 1.25 cents per point. But the way to get the most value out of these points is by sending our points to the preferred card and then being able to transfer out to the transfer partners. Chase has 11 airline partners and 3 hotels. For example, we could take our points and send them to the airline Iberia, and then we could take a round trip ticket from the United States to Spain for only 34,000 points. The same airline ticket would cost about $758. And if we wanted to purchase that airline ticket through the portal, even at that 1.25 cents per point, that's going to cost us 60,000 points. So we get much more value by transferring out to the transfer partner itself. And if we wanted a more premium card, we could go with the Chase Sapphire Preferred's bigger brother, the Chase Sapphire Reserve. This card has the same sign-up bonus of 60,000 points after spending $4,000 in the first 3 months, but has a few more features. You'll earn 10x on car rentals purchased through the travel portal, 10x on dining purchased through the travel portal, 5x on flights through the portal, 3x on dining, 3x on other travel, and then 1x on everything else. Card also comes with a $300 travel credit that'll be applied to your account on any charges that it sees that count as travel. And Chase is pretty lenient with what's considered travel. We could do hotels, flights, buses, trains, ferries, and online travel agencies like Expedia. So it should be really easy to utilize that credit, and there isn't any legwork that you have to do by like enrolling or applying for the credit or anything like that. It should just be applied automatically, and this will be used to offset the annual fee. Annual fee is $550, which is a bit high. $300 statement credit reduces that effectively to $250. But on top of that, we're going to get a few other things to help justify that cost. We're going to get 1.5x back on points through the travel portal. We're going to get Priority Pass lounge access, and then a credit for TSA PreCheck or global entry. So depending on how much you value the difference in the 1.25x with this Chase Sapphire Preferred or the 1.5x with the Reserve, the TSA PreCheck, global entry, and then the lounge access, that'll help you determine whether you want to pay the effective $45 for the Chase Sapphire Preferred or the $250 for the Chase Sapphire Reserve. There is a rule that you can only have one Chase Sapphire card. You have to choose either Chase Sapphire Preferred or Chase Sapphire Reserve. But there is also a rule that says we can get the cards over and over again. You're eligible for the sign-up bonus again after 4 years or 48 months. So the way you could work this is you would get the card, hold it for about 3 years, downgrade it to one of the Freedom cards, and then apply again for either the same card or maybe the other card that you didn't have before. So if you had the Chase Sapphire Preferred, downgrade that to a Freedom card and then get the Reserve, or vice versa. And that way you get to keep racking up sign-up bonuses every 4 years. Once you have the 2 Freedom cards and the 1 Premium card, this is called the Chase Trifecta because they complement each other and helps you make the most use out of the Ultimate Rewards program. Chase also has a business lineup of cards that's similar, and this is the Ink line, the Chase Business Ink Unlimited, the Ink Cash, and the Ink Preferred. And they kind of serve a similar spot in the business side as the other 3 cards do on the personal side. You don't need to own a coffee shop or a brick and mortar store to be considered a business. You can play with the definition of business, and things like a YouTube channel or some sort of like Fiverr gig can count towards a business, and you'll be eligible for this card. You also don't need an LLC. You can be a sole proprietor. These cards are pretty good, but they're for more experienced users in the credit card game. And big benefit of them is that they have really big sign-up bonuses. But they are kind of business cards, and you're expected to have some sort of expenses with your business. So they're going to have higher minimum spend as well. We'll start off with the Ink Unlimited because it's similar to the Freedom Unlimited, where it earns 1.5x back on everything. No annual fee. This card comes with a sign-up bonus of $750 after spending, wait for it, $7,500 on the card in the first 3 months. Now this is advertised as $750, but they are in the form of ultimate reward points. And then we could take those points, transfer them over to a premium card like the Chase Sapphire Preferred. And voila, there they are. Then we can transfer those points out. Next, we have the Ink Business Cash. Has the same big sign-up bonus of $750 after spending $7,500, or 75,000 ultimate reward points. Has no annual fee. This card's going to earn us 5 points back on the first $25,000 in combined purchases at office supply stores, internet, cable, and phone services, and then 2x back on gas stations and restaurants, then 1 point back on everything else. The big difference between this card and all the other cards is the 5x at office supply stores and then the 2x back at gas stations. So this would be able to complement the other cards, so you'd be able to get elevated multipliers on most of your big spending categories. Just how the Ink Unlimited and the Ink Cash, they are kind of similar to the Freedom Unlimited and the Freedom Flex. We have the premium $95 card, the Chase Ink Preferred. This card has a really big sign-up bonus of 100,000 points after spending $15,000 in the first 3 months of having the card. That's a lot of spend, but could be worth it if you're that kind of spender. Card's going to give us 3x back on shipping, advertising, internet, cable, phone services, and travel. Then 1 point back on everything else. So if you're that kind of business that has a lot of inventory or some sort of social media business where you're doing a lot of advertising, the shipping and the advertising multipliers could be worth it for you. And this card has that similar feature of being able to take your points from your no annual fee cards like the Ink Unlimited and the Ink Cash and be able to transfer the points out from there to the transfer partners. The Ink cards are considered a different product, so there isn't that overlap where you only have to choose one. You are eligible for all 3 different Ink cards. You could also get the Freedom Unlimited, the Freedom Flex, the Ink Unlimited, the Ink Cash, Ink Preferred, and then either Chase Sapphire Preferred or Chase Sapphire Reserve. And there's 6 cards there, and that would only be $200 in annual fees, unless you went with the Reserve card instead. Then the annual fees would be $650. So that's another reason that the Chase cards are a little more beginner friendly for credit card users, because unlike American Express, they don't have a whole bunch of really high annual fee cards, and they're all very easy to use. And then once you have the points and you send them out to the transfer partners, there are some very good transfer partners. One of them is British Airways. You go a lot of different places with British Airways, but they do pass along fuel surcharges, so you may pay a little more in taxes and fees using British Airways, but it'll be a good way to get from the United States to Europe. Also transfer to United, and people feel comfortable using United because it is a domestic carrier and people are more familiar with that. And also Virgin Atlantic, and if you want to get a little more creative, you could use Virgin Atlantic to fly on Delta for a more reduced, affordable price and points. Then you could also book ANA to Japan for a reasonable amount of points as well. Hotels, the most popular hotel program is Hyatt. And Hyatt makes it very easy to get 2 cents per point when booking at Hyatt hotels. So people love Hyatt hotels and the Hyatt loyalty program. So hope this helps you in getting started with your credit card journey and the Chase ecosystem and ultimate reward points. If it did, really appreciate thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Then I want you to go have a good day. All right, Justin out.